Hi guys, it's me, just Landriscina, and for this episode of this video on during the month of love, I decided to talk about a movie which I love, obviously. And it's about a very interesting relationship. Actually, there are multiple relationships in this movie, and it was all based on a stage play. I am talking about the legendary movie The Birdcage with Robert Williams, Nicolene, Dean Hackman, Diane West, Jerry River. Anyway, this movie is, to put bluntly, one of the funniest damn movies that you ever gonna see. It is hilarious, the jokes are funny, people are great in it, and the physical comedy is just great, wonderful. Now, let me just say that this movie has a sentimental value to it because once upon a time, my mother used to watch this movie with me all the time, and it moved to life, or I saw also were watching it. There were also musical moments in the movie that we like to dance to, especially when I was a baby. So it was a very sentimental, especially with the conga song. I think by Roy Estefan, but anyway, we start off in Miami, where Robert Williams owns and operates Birdcage gay bar or club in Miami, and it's really funny because he's a gay man, or he's playing a gay man in the movie, married to Nate Lane, which is also a gay man. And it's funny because Nathan Lane plays more feminine and more emotional and fragile gay person in the relationship. And boy, it is hilarious. I love Nathan Lane. Ever since he was in the Lion King as Timon, I enjoy his performances, his voice, his characters, just pure gold. That guy. I would like to meet him and get his autograph one day if possible. And along with Bob Williams, which unfortunately is not with us anymore. Same with the legendary actor Gene Hackman, and I'll get more into gay relationships and marriage towards the end of the video. But for the most part, these people are very liberal in their gayness. Now, I don't know if there are people out there who are really this what's one flamboyant in both their lifestyles and their art choices, but they tend to be more of the statues and the artwork are really uh, sexualized. Let's put that way. The case in point, they have one of the statues in the apartment above the nightclub is a little statue but but yeah, yeah, and it shows a man, well, a permanent man with his dung hanging out. Now I don't know if there are any actual people out there that would have this type of artwork in their home, in their private home. But I'm a straight guy, you know. I like women a lot, but I don't think I would ever have artwork like that in my house. That being said, there's also Hank Azaria, which plays a stereotypical Guatemalan gay alcohol pool boy because he's flamboyant and he's very out there. He may be offensive to some people, but he's a riot in his room. He's just a pure riot. He's awesome. So in this movie they show they're having a ball on it, with Nathan, forgot his name offhand, but Nathan, can forgive him. So they had Nathan performing at the club as like a cross dresser, as uh, a performer who's uh, dressed like a woman and as like a woman and stuff, which he does a very good job. And my aunt told me that he's got very nice legs for the role. Wherever that, you can take that for what you will. But he's very funny. He's very let's put this way, he's very in tune with his emotions. Let's put it that way. And he's very whenever he cries or shouts with a very feminine voice, it's hilarious because you believe that he's really like that in real life. I'm sure. I'm not gonna question him. He's a brilliant guy, but he's just hilarious. Let's leave it at that. So they have a very liberal and a very flamboyant lifestyle. Him and Robert Williams, which obviously if Neatling plays the more feminine gay person in the duo, um, you know, um, Robert Williams plays more masculine, which John Wayne type in this marriage. Now, that being said, that will come up later in a more hilarious fashion. So yeah, so we find out that Robert Williams has a son, a biological son with this straight woman who will meet later on in the movie. And she played by Catherine Brzezinski, if I'm pronouncing that name right. And it was like kind of like a one night focus stand. Which I have to question: is that really a thing? Is that really a thing? I've heard straight people doing be gay for one night, just for curiosity sakes. drunk or whatever, and then forget about it in college, after college and stuff. But does it work the same way around? That does a gay person have a one night stand with a straight relationship, just for curiosity or just fooling around drunk and stuff? That 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 requires a good answer to it. And then in that case, when the kid, when the son, when the gamble of being himself because genetics and stuff, but that's a whole different thing altogether. Anyway, he's involved in a relationship with this girl, or as Mike puts it, a dormitory slut by the name of Barbara, and she's portrayed by Clarissa Flockhart. Now, the other people have character in this movie, and I don't like her whatsoever because she looked very blah. She's very bland, forgettable. Almost anyone could actually play her in a role. I don't like her one bit in this, but she's got conservative parents, and the father is played by uh Gene Hackman in one of his more funny roles, especially toward the end. I'll get into that when I get to it. But Diane Wiest plays her mother, which is more of a how do you put this? Airhead. I don't know if that's more of a conservative value type thing, but she seems very naive about certain things, about being gay and all that stuff. And so does Senator Kitty, her husband, which also comes into play later on. But he's also kind of he needs to get his gaydar fixed. You know what I mean? Because he he I saw this movie before I knew what conservative and liberal all that meant. So this movie I had bigger implications than I thought when I first saw it. Then I know what those terms mean. But this movie, this character is he doesn't realize that in the run of the movie, yeah, that Nathan Lee is actually a gay man dressed up and acting like a lady. And it's really funny that he doesn't pick up on it, and then he compliments her and defends her and stuff like that. Which I have to question: would that really happen? Would conservatives be that thick-headed that they wouldn't pick up on the fact that they were talking to a woman? So anyway, they have these two people want to get married. Now, I think that too early because she's 18 years old and he's 20 years old, the son. And I don't think that anyone should get married that young unless there was kind of a, you know, not even for that, not even for religious reasons. They should not get married for that young anybody. Now, he's going for re-election, and he's caught up in a scandal with this other guy this other senator who died, and the last thing is that The last thing that the guy did was he got involved with prostitute, and a prostitute. But there was one other thing that kind of camel back for the conservatives, and that I'll give you her name, Chocolate. Yes, she was an underage prostitute who was a black girl. Never mind about the whole underage and prostitute thing. The fact that she was black just upset the whole conservative movement and party and all that stuff. Kind of accurate to real life, actually, to look of it. But so Senator Keeley decides to go down south to get a little bit heat and to meet the new in-laws. Now I have to call bullshit on one thing in this movie that is very important. They say that they are in Gainesville. I think that's in Florida, and they maybe in Tennessee. Anyway, they say that they make it to their house in Miami in 5 hours. Now that's gonna be pretty hard to swallow, especially because even if you don't have any traffic issues, it's still a pretty long way to go. Because to go from the top of Florida, where Jacksonville is, to Miami, it'd be a miracle if you make it there in 5 hours alone. Plus all the other states and stuff too. So that's bullshit. Plus, I've been to Miami a few years ago, 10 years ago actually, and with Miami is it's very choked with traffic and all kinds of other things too, people and stuff. So the congestion down there is so bad and so horrid. It's even worse than New York City. Possibly even worse than Los Angeles. And I speak of that because I've been to New York City on several occasions, as well as to Miami at one time. So I'm familiar with traffic problems. Long Island, which isn't as bad, but it's so notable. So they also have very interesting commentary on gays, and they make jokes at their expense for good. I think it's a serious character Aguilar's podcast portrays himself as more of as the typical feminine gay man. But the thing is that when he's dressed like a woman during one of his pool boy scenes, they show him doing it dance to the conga dance. But then they also show he also makes a comment that he's trying for Lucy, trying to look at Lucy Ball. But then Armand, Debbie Rob Williams' character, says Lucy and Rick together combined into one person. So that's kind of funny. I don't know if that's offensive to anybody else, but that's funny to me. A street white man. And so I thought that's insensitive to anybody, but it's hilarious. Anyway, so Keely's on the way down to Miami, Florida, and they also are mean followed by the paparazzi from where they are in their home. So they're like on download. So they don't want any media to be brought to them. So they are really conservative to the point that any type of decorations or any type of you know indication that these people are gay would turn them off and ruin the wedding and stuff like that. So Armand decides to get rid of Nathan for that today and turns Agador into a butler, a more proper butler, with his ass not hanging out. So then he tries to he tells the guys to get more conservative looking stuff, which the movers end up trying to get Playboy into the bathroom because apparently all straight guys have Playboys in the bathroom. I'm gonna be the odd man out, but I don't have that in the bathroom. But we got also a minor note here. Could you think that they were to have Playboys in the bathroom? But on a side note here, this was made when the internet was a new thing, so they wouldn't have porn on the computer. So they for note here that they would have only print media for that kind of thing. So that's kind of funny. That's for all the people who are not in who are from the old generation that knows that. So people from the dark ages for the internet, like me, like all my peers would know that, but people would young bucks here in college, they wouldn't know what that meant. Probably like, what's a magazine? What's a catalog? I have no idea what that is. So so they have they come to get everything all ready because band nights are coming to the point where they even get Greek dishes with little boys on them, and they want to pretend that high culture Greeks and that Armand is like a Greek cultural attache, whatever that means, for the movie. But the Greeks, the ancient Greeks, have been known for their uh, uh, gay little boys. So that's kind of funny. I know that it was a joke on the Greek culture, or if it was a joke on the gayness of these two people, this household. So then Oman decided that if he can get rid of Nathan, he may well have doing the fun and try to act more manly and be more like an uncle figure to the kid, so that when the parents, the bride come over, they don't get freaked out. So this is really funny. Apart from the fact that early in the movie, Robin Williams does like a type of showing the dancer how to dance and how to dance in different styles. I can't do that for you guys, but he could do like 4 different movements and motions, and it's really hilarious. So besides that, he tried to teach him how to be a man, but not drinking like this with his pinky up and stuff. Which I got a question: do gay people really do that? Do feminine gay people do that? With the figure. And yes, it's very funny that he's always slapping and throwing his hand to get his skin down. And then he tried to get in the walk like a man. Now, this is what I think most people do a good job with it, with their physical comedy. Because Nathan Lane obviously is a gay man, but obviously he walks like a regular person, a regular guy. But in the movie, he walks like a woman, trying to act like a man. So and I think he gets it pretty well. And then Robin Williams does the same thing, but he tried to act like a young figure, a hyper muscular macho man. I guess you could point nowadays to like John Wick or say The Rock or somewhere like that. Like really hyper macho and all that. But it's really quite funny. Really hilarious. You should got an Oscar for just the physical comedy alone. So then they show them doing the thing, and Amon realizes that this isn't gonna work out. Even if he does get rid of all the rings and his feminine ways and stuff, it will never fool the kids into thinking that that he's a natural man. So he goes to his mother, his biological mother, played by Catherine Brzezinski, and she looks good, and they show um they show Amon going with Ethan to the girls like beauty boutique shop there. Beauty I don't know what to call it, her boutique, if you will. And the secretary is over there. Knows Nathan is jealous of him because he's going with a woman. Now, I have to ask this: does this happen with gay people? Do they get jealous whenever that men or that women go with opposite sex people that's single? That's a good question. And this movie asks so many questions to the audience. So it's really so funny that Nathan loses patience and then goes storming in the office, and then you see she's a little bit drunk and a little bit toasted, and he's playing with chest hair. I don't find chest hair attractive on anybody, but it's only me. So then they end up going to a dinner party together at the Amon's house. Amon's house over the club. Now, they do inside the house beautifully to be very Christian, very Orthodox, Greek Orthodox, very conservative for the Heelys or Heelys, which one it was. But they and look who come by the 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 mother Nickeling and Jack, and I gotta admit, knowing that he's a man dressed as a woman is hilarious. You know, he does make a very good woman. I'll give him that. He does make a very good woman. And even though you do fuck it up his name to be Colbin or Goldman, or I think it's Armand Goldman. It's his real name Armand, but they keep screwing up to say Colbin, and kind of giving away that they're not Greek. So, how everything is going good until the real mother calls them up, and she's in traffic in Miami. Now, I so believe this as traffic over there is horrible, and and the, she calls them up and she says that she'll be late, and everyone in the dining hall hears it, even who he is. So there's a little confusion with that, and the look on Amon's face and everything show neatly mess up on the story about the parents and all that stuff, the grandparents. It's just priceless. He did that thing where he shows he's angry with his eyes, by opening them, but no one else can see him, but it's just really hilarious. So you gotta see the movie to see it. Which, by the way, is on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description to those who want to see it. It's so funny. So funny. It's one of my top 20 movies. That's how good it is. And I got a lot of movies I've seen over the years. So, all the time, instead of hearing it's supposed to be like a conservative, talking about the gays and all this stuff, return to family values and blah 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 and all this political stuff. And it's kind of disgusting that I know what a conservative is and stuff, but he does a good job in talking about it and stuff. There's no way in hell this character picks up on the fact that he's talking to a guy dressed like a woman. No way in hell. And then the the real mother shows up, and everyone's surprised. Now, before I get to that, I just want to say that when they were decorating the house, being more conservative with Nancy Drew books and with a cross everywhere, and all the decorations in a way that added a lot of color and flavor to the apartment. They still love the outside of the building, which let me describe it. You got the wall outside, and you got the staircase that leads up to the house, the apartment, and then below that you got the nightclub and stuff. But on the outside, covering the stairs and stuff, like a big square wall. It looks like it's surrounding whole area and ceiling, but it looks like a giant cheese grater. Now, if you didn't know that two gay people lived here, that'd be a pretty big indicator to me, because it looks like some like an avant-garde type artist would have in their home. Not necessarily gay, but I'm just saying that, if you saw that, how many would would obviously see that these people are odd, eccentric. Not only that, but it was a pale green too. So that's kind of out there and weird. So then the real mother comes into the house, and the senator asks to the people in the group, how many mothers does this guy have? This kid have? So then, in a very solemn way, the kid pulls the wig off neatly and reveals, that is a guy dressed like a woman. Now, this could be very emotional, but he does keep it dignity. And he does try to explain to the Heelys, what's going on and stuff. And I want to return to Prime of Vegas, and I love what you were saying about but everything sort of volume. It was really hilarious. See Green Hackman's face as a conservative senator trying to put things together that this guy is gay when he thought that it was when he thought it was a biological woman. It's really funny because it was kind of like those little cartoons with the hamster on the wheel and in the head of the person. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. And that when it finally dawned on him that it was a man that was dressed like a woman. It was kind of like the hamster went nuts in the wheel. And that was super funny because, like, oh my god, I was talking to my enemy. Surprise! It was so damn funny. I was expecting for him to have a mental breakdown, but no, he was a little bit more dignified than that. In fact, he demanded that the girl and the guy split up. They were gonna go home, back to upstate, wherever they are, in New York or wherever. And that being into that. But apparently, someone told the paparazzi that the senator was down there. So then they said, "Oh my God! First the other senator with his women, and now me with these men with these Fruit Loops, if you will." So oh yeah, I gotta tell you beforehand is when Robert Williams was back trying to teach Nick how to be more macho, John Wayne type, he bumped into a guy sitting down, and then he insulted the guy and said, "Fuck off, asshole," something along those lines. So then the guy stands up and he said, "You call me an asshole," and picture me sitting here, but this is Robin's real height because he's kind of short, and this guy was this tall. So the guy ends up and like, no, we're talking to the asshole behind you. And then we cut him in bed with Landriscina and with Agador with a big ice pack on his head, and which really was funny. Another moment was when Agador and him making soup for people before they realized what the Greek bowls were, which portrayed sexual relations between Greek men and Greek boys. No comment on that. No physical comment on that. Well, Robin dropped the soup pot on the floor, knocked everything over. Now, from what I gather, that was the scene that happened. It wasn't the Robin really did drop the pot on the floor. And his reaction was pretty funny because he was cursing, he was angry and stuff like that. So they have to get rid of the senator, without any paparazzo knowing who or what he is. So it's hilarious because at the end of the film, each show he had the song the drag queens done in the main floor, the not club of it, having doing the song we are friendly by Sister Sledge. I believe that's what the name is. Anyway, they have performing the song. By the way, when Paparazzi is played by one of the girls from Congo, in the Congo. So then they had him do the sledge we are family. So they online called into his office or his dressing room to dancers, to drag queens. So they do a switcheroo. Now, let me show you a picture of him. You hang in this movie. See him right there next to Robin Williams. Imagine that guy in drag as a conservative guy. And he was really funny because he was singing the song, but not really. So he was muttering to the song, to the beat of the song, and it was really funny because he was getting he would sing the song, he would sing it like muttering it, and he did pull off that he got away from the paparazzi like that. I don't know how it can compare to the actual stage show and the movie production of it, but the movie visually explains how, and he had this whole makeup and stuff like that, and his wife would dress up like in drag and stuff, and the girl in Sonic Heart would dress up like Liza Minnelli from Chicago, the big musical with not Chicago. I can't do it right now. Anyway, she dress like that, and for some reason the son would dress like anything at all. I would think that'd be kind of like easiest spot, but I guess he was a nobody in the movie. So they showed them then not in the way past the paparazzi and into his car. And on the way out, he said, "In full makeup, mind you, a costume." He said, he said to the guy, he said, "Meet me around back in the car in 20 minutes." And then after he left, he said, the chauffeur said, "Not familiar, honey." So even was fooled by the guy. So then during the credits, being that he received a taken back perspective at the club, they they have they have the guy the guy and the girl get married into faith relation and all that, into faith marriage, which is really sweet. I feel the same way about that as I do with gay marriage. We'll get to that in a minute. But it, it's funny because it in the left side of church, you're going down the aisle. On the left side of church, you have the woman or the bride's the bride's half of the family, and they're all stuffy and like this, like tight and stuff. Conservatives, and around it on the right side of the church, yeah, the man family consists of gay people and transvestites and all that. And it's really quite funny because they're like they're more at home being loose and being not so stuffy, whereas conservatives are more uptight. Kind of a funny commentary on late. Those two people, but the Birdcage is fucking hilarious. I can't recommend this movie enough. Okay, it's one of Robin's best movies, and that goes for Lee and Dean Hackman too. The the Birdcage itself being just a club that it was in. There are too many funny parts in the movie to actually think of. Now, I want to ask you this before I mention that, like, before I mention that gay marriage. Now, in this, they mentioned that Armand lost his virginity to, he lost his virginity to Brzezinski, a long time ago, and that's how they got the son. But while I was, I know that they define losing your virginity as sexual intercourse between a man and a woman, right? So, how does losing your virginity equate to gay people? I'm not trying to be mean and not trying to be nasty or sexual or anything, but how do gay people define losing your virginity if you're not attracted to people of the opposite sex or gender? Anyway, let me give my little spiel about gay marriage and interfaith marriage. Let's all start with the interfaith. I'd say go for it. You know, if as long as you love each other and you respect each other, yeah, you should be able to marry whoever you want, whatever faith you want, or lack thereof. I'm Christian, yet more, more specifically Catholic, Roman Catholic, but I'm not so much tied to that I can enjoy other faiths too. Um, like if my wife is atheist, for example, or Buddhist, or agnostic, or whatever else you can think of that's not Catholic. I don't care. As long as I love her, she loves me, and we're happy together. And we enjoy spending time with each other. Now for the gay marriage thing. I believe that gay marriage should happen, it should be protected by law, and it should be considered marriage. Not none of the civil union stuff either. I believe that gay people should be able to get the same benefits by the government as a straight person getting married. Whether they be lesbian or gay men or whatever. I think they should be happy together, no matter what. Because, like I always said, any person that wants to be miserable under the local marriage should be allowed to be married. And that goes for gay people or straight people. They should be all miserable together. It's a God-given right to be miserable with anybody that we choose, regardless of sexual orientation or religion or whatever. Now, let's see what else was there. Oh yeah. As far as the Bible goes and being gay, there are many preachers out there who say that, being gay is of the devil when, God intended for us to be together and stuff, as Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. But I have the counter argument that being that, if God really did write the Bible, he would understand that the people around the time that the Bible was written were few in population, like today. So you have to reproduce to get the numbers up to whatever, to a billion or so. So God realized this, and he made that little rule. I don't think it should be applied to now. I think that's old and stuff. It should be gotten rid of. As old thinking. Now there's enough population. You really can't reproduce if you have, you gay people and stuff. Can't reproduce, can't increase the population. So I'm all for it. Gays be together if they're happy with each other, and that's that. Those people see that being gay is anti-religion, all that stuff. Those people are living in the past and Stone Age, and that's not right. My God is an all-loving God, whether you're gay, straight, whatever else, bisexual, whatever. I support the LGBT, the lesbian, gay, transsexual, bi, questioning, asexual, you know, where God accepts everybody. And, you know, if I'm going out for it, I'm going out for it. I'll be in lots of company. So, in short, this movie is shit. This movie is great. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. I think to link to all my friends in college, and you know, to watch again YouTube. I'll put that in the description below. So yeah, the Birdcage kicks ass. And I want you guys to let me know if you ever saw the play of it, how it was, and if it holds a candle to the show, to the movie. Alright, until Landriscina, and if you like what you hear, you know, subscribe to my channel. You can see more of me. Subscribe to the channel and get notified about my stuff. Or you can give me a suggestion for other stuff using my email at jjgreenchannel@gmail.com, or you can call me on 631-707-3707, and you can also find me on Twitter at PMelsonPro. And yeah, I salute you guys. Have fun. The one is awesome. And by the way, what other joke that needs to link to Sonny Healy that is very funny is that when Healy is putting two and two together, this woman is a guy. He tried to convince him that I'm still the same person, which is true. He's still the same person, but one little difference native. Oh well, not that little, not the little difference. I'll leave you to figure out what that is, but see real soon. See real soon, and I'll see you on the next video. I make for the month of love.